Hey guys, so Julius is known to have an obsession with magic as he loves to explore the kingdom in search of magic that he has never seen before. Usually his childish personality actually ends up coming out when he does this. For example, when he meets Asta for the first time or Yami, he's completely infatuated with their magic. In fact, he goes as far as disguising himself so when he's traveling the city no one can recognize him. Despite his childish antics and his love for magic, he actually takes the job of Wizard King very seriously. One of the most interesting things about Julius is, even though he's a royal, he does not see with social standing. He believes everyone is equal, peasant or non-peasant. This can be seen quite well in the way he treats Asta and Yuno when they first come to do the Magic Knight training. Also, you can see when he meets Yami for the first time as well and he introduces him to the Magic Knights. Everyone around him is saying, what is he doing? He shouldn't be doing that, but he doesn't care. He wants to do it. Through the story we see shimmers of his core beliefs, but we actually get it realized when we get his backstory when he was the captain of the Grey Deer Knights. During his time as captain, he truly didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. He was blessed with a spineless grimoire, one that was super rare and has never been seen before. He was one of the first, and he didn't understand why. Why did he get the spineless grimoire? What was he supposed to do? This confusion and wonderance of himself allowed him to explore many places, discover many magics, but he truly didn't know what he wanted to do. He didn't know his purpose in life. Until he met Zara Ideal. Zara Ideal was the first commoner to ever become a magic knight. Even though Zara had very little magic left to himself, the magic that he did have, he used it very smartly in order to defeat his opponents. Even Julius by power was way above Zara's level. He admired him for his kind-heartedness and his ability to use his magic in a very interesting way. Remember, Julius loves interesting magic. He noticed how Zara was very kind to commoners, but at the same time kind to magic knights. He saw everyone as equal, and that's something that he admired. And because of that, he truly started to maybe find a pathway of what he wanted to do with his life. Wanted to be more like Zara. Even though Zara was weak, his heart was strong. Unfortunately, Zara ended up being killed. At first, it was looked as if maybe an enemy attack that killed him, but it was later revealed that his own teammates actually took his life away. This angered Julius to the point where he swore that he would never let that happen again. He wanted to create an equal standing where everyone, commoners and magic knights, royalties to kings, can live in harmony. And then this is when he realized what he needed to do in his life, what his meaning of life was, why he was given this spineless grimoire. His time powers, the powers that he had, what he needed to do was to become the Wizard King. And that is what he became. Throughout the years, he gathered allies such as Yami and Vengeance in order to help strengthen the Magic Knights, but he gave them one idea, one mission, to always make sure everyone's equal, to protect the commoners, to protect the people of the Clover Kingdom. In fact, Yami was essentially a commoner, Vengeance was an outcast, and he took them in, showing that everyone is equal. He swore to protect the Clover Kingdom and everyone in it. And this is exactly what happened at the last fight of his life. Julius came to face with Leech right as he figured out that he was Vengeance the whole time as well. There were two people sharing the same body. And because of that, he was forced to fight him, even though he didn't want to. Because Leech was in Vengeance's body, he knew that if he killed Leech, he would also kill Vengeance as well. So what Julius did is focusing on capturing Leech. Instead of killing him, he wanted to capture him and take him alive to see if he can save Vengeance. At the same time, he was protecting the Clover Kingdom as well. This is unfortunately when Leech started noticing what he was doing, and how he was not trying to kill him, but trying to take him alive. And because of that, he used that to his advantage, and decided to release an ultimate attack that would completely destroy Clover Kingdom. Fearing for the safety of the commoners in the city, Julius decided to use all the magic that he stored up throughout the whole years of his life in order to unleash an attack that would literally reverse time itself. So the attack that Leech was creating dissipated. However, because of this, Julius was defenseless, and Leech took advantage of this, stabbing Julius right in the back with his light sword, ultimately killing him. As Julius was laying there dying, he had thoughts on how grateful he was that he had seen all the different magic in so many different people throughout his life. He used every ounce of his magic he had. He left himself powerless and defenseless against Leech in order to defend the people of the capital city. This shows the depth of his love for his people and his country. Officially, the Wizard King is dead, but he lives on in our hearts. He lives on in the hearts of the rest of the Magic Knights, and hopefully his message of peace and unity continue to live on with the generations to come. Rest in peace, Julius Novachrono. You will be truly missed. Goodbye.